It's showtime.
Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokémon Sword. Last time, we began our journey with the King of the Bountiful Harvest. And we actually made some pretty good progress as it is. I chose to stop about midway through because we are actually getting a little bit closer to the end of this. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually getting a little sentimental on this. Yeah, the fact that it's almost over. I just kind of reflect on everything that's happened in the past and, well, here we are. So, all that said and done, let's finish up with this quest and then we'll see what we'll do afterwards. But before we do so, though, things have quieted down. I guess the festival's over now. Do you want me to tell her, or should we let her figure that out later? Coming in here, though. Thank you for protecting the village from that awful bully of a Pokemon. I think I can trust in you to take good care of my dear Floofy. Would you be willing to do that? Oh, really? Thank you, dearie. That takes a weight off my shoulders. Aren't you happy too, Floofy? So, Floofy here is unfortunately given to us, I think, at level 5. Yep, level 5. I almost laughed when I thought that all of his stats were going to be at 9, but... yeah, Splash and Teleport are all that it has, so... a little sad. Cosmog! It's a pure Psychic-type Pokemon with Unaware for the ability and garbage stats as it is. It's clear that it wants to try to be decent in terms of being a good wall as it is, but unfortunately it was given to us way too late. However, there is more to this Cosmog than meets the eye. Cosmog, once it evolves and later into Cosmoan, it becomes a very nice defensive wall in terms of both stats. But the reason why I'm kind of pointing this out right now is that even though there starts with Splash and Teleport, the only ever move that this Pokemon gains upon its evolution is Cosmic Power. That being said, it's hard to recommend. But this is a very special Pokemon indeed. In Sword, it will fully evolve into Solgaleo, while in Shield, it fully evolves into Nulala. I'm not going to go over all of them, as it is just for the sake of what's going on for this video. But all I can really say is, these are some of the best that you'll be finding in terms of, well, anywhere really. Solgaleo is a great tuner with that signature ability, and it has a great physical offensive stats. And Nulala is one of the best special offensive Pokemon that has signature ability and move. I think you can probably see where I'm kind of going with this. If you do want to plan on raising this, go right ahead. But unfortunately, like I said, this is the only real way how you can get a Cosmog in the game, which you could already get Solgaleo as it is in Sword, so... well, I guess Lunala and Shield and vice versa, but you get what I mean. I guess I just want to give you this as a trophy Pokemon in that, but all in all, it's here if you want it. Alright. So I believe what we needed to do next... oh yeah, we gotta talk to Calyrex over here. You have my thanks for protecting the village, human child. Were I in my full power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. But weakened as I am now, the most I could do was influence it and will and make it depart. If I had the reins of unity, they would have allowed me to tame my steed in short order. We need a flower. What's that? We can make a set of reins with its mane hair for my loyal steed and a flower that I can grow? A flower. Yes, but of course. I'd assumed that the humans stopped making the rein of unity because they had lost their faith in me. But it was because I lost the power to grow the material needed. I spent far too long holding my misguided assumption, it seems. It has been many centuries since I was able to grow a radiant flower. Doing so drains into much of my power. But for some reason, a fraction of my power seems to have returned to me just now. There's only one thing to be done. Let the radiant flower bloom. Cronus Bloomus! Take this, human child. We have a radiant petal here! A single petal that the King of Bountiful Harvest gave you. It radiates faint light. Shames me to admit it, but a whole flower is beyond me right now. I do not know if that petal will be enough, but I still must ask that you use it to try to create the reins of unity. The descendants of the family who once made the reins for me should still live in the village. I put my hopes on you, human child. Isn't it kind of strange in that we haven't told Calyrex our name? Kind of sad when you think about it. I believe you want to come talk to the mayor for this. Hello? Oh, hello, savior of our village. Come to do more reading? I need a favor. I beg your pardon? You want me to make a set of reins of unity? Well, I say that presents a bit of a problem. My dear great-granddad were still around, he haven't been able to make you a set. And unfortunately, we've no one left who knows the traditional ways at this point. What's more, I doubt you have the flower you need to forge a set of the reins. Got a petal at least. Is that a petal from a radiant flower? If so, would that not mean the King of Bountiful Harvest has truly... No, I dare not hope! If I recall, my ancestors made reins of unity by following the ways passed down in fairy tales. There are two key materials, a flower and hairs from a Pokémon. But I'm afraid those old traditions have long since faded from my memory. Still, how could I refuse a favor to such a kind and helpful guest? The materials, if you please. I can't promise this will turn out as well as once my great-granddad and I would have made, but... Time to breathe life back into the traditions of my village! I'm afraid it hasn't come out well at all. I fancy myself a crafty enough of sort, but I suppose it'd take a craftsman of truly delicate technique to make such fine reins. Oh, please don't look so dejected. I'm very sorry, truly I am. Oi, Mr. Mayor! The hot water in my shower seems to have gone on holiday. Ah, yes, terribly sorry. I'll have to look at it soon. Oh, you're here too, Chief. We're in the middle of something? Pair of you seem awfully gloomy. Here's what happened. What? Is that all? So all you need to do is make some nice cord. Pack in those materials for a moment. Alright, got my petal, got my hair. Now what am I supposed to do with them? If I may be so bold, allow me to share a song that survives from the legends. Steady on, old bloke. The singing's a bit much. Well, that'll do for an answer. Yeah. All finished. Have a look. Think this'll do? The sayings of unity. Cords that shine when you hold them up to the light. The people of old times presented these to the King of Bountiful Harvest to express their gratitude. I'm more capable than your face lets on. These rays of unity are the splitting image of those in my family's tales. I don't sew all my dear rebellious daughter's clothes for nothing, you know. Even the explorer's outfit I gave you was handmade by yours truly, Chief. In any case, it seems that you've got the rays of unity you need. Isn't that just smashing? Alright. Would you believe it? I caught myself falling asleep outside again. I was chilled to the bone, so I thought I'd warm myself with a good hot shower in our base. But the water's coming out is ice cold. I got Ultra Mega surprised and jumped down from this point. Human child, were you able to make the rains of unity? Chief Phony did. Indeed? This man has done so much to aid me. I do hope I can repay him sometime. I have some good news on my own. I was finally able to track down my loyal steed. Spectier is making its home in the Crown Shrine. It is a place where my loyal steed and I spent much time together. I had been avoiding the place as I feared I would get trapped in my own nostalgia. Why has my loyal steed made the shrine its home? It is reminiscing about our time together? No, it can't be. The Crown Shrine stands majestically atop the mountain to the north. Bring the carrots and the Rain of Unity and meet me there. I shall hasten there now, but you may come when you feel you are ready. I am counting on you, child. You think the villagers at this point would have realized that something odd has happened? Or spotted them? I don't know. Using the main hair I got by defeating the Pokémon that was once the King's loyal steed, along with the radiant petal grown by Calyx itself, I was able to recreate their Rains of Unity. Now we need to head to the Crown Shrine, where the steeds have been living, to meet up with Calyx. We have our next objective. We finally head to the northernmost part of the island, of the Crown Tundra. And finally, we can explore the last bit of the place. Got a stone joiner right there. Let's see here. Let's see here. Go over this way. This side of here may look a little familiar. The Snowslide Slope. We've been up here once before, or at least a few times. Got a Metang right there. I really don't have any reason to go after these core spots anymore, or the power dens. Because we're pretty much reaching the very end of the game here, so yeah, not a whole much left for us to do. We can now explore this cave. We now enter Tunnel to the Top. Let's see here. Got a bag on right over there. What's this? Dragon Fang! Booster power dragon type moves. Can't say no to that. Of course, I probably could because I don't have any dragon. Well, never mind. Was there anything over there? No, there was not. Got a Clefairy right there. And that just is a pit of death. Don't need that. Come over this way. What was this? A piece of never melt ice. Boost the power of ice type moves. Where was I when I needed it? I got a moonstone right there. What's this? quick ball. Let's go this way real quick. Yes, right here. TR-15, Fire Blast. Let's see here. Over here. But that is this one. Pair of safety goggles. The goggles protect the holder from both weather-related damage and powder. Interesting. Got a normal gem right there, boosting the power of one normal type move upon its use. Let's see here. Got a great ball. Got a druid again right there. They're just giving me a death glare. Thank you. Got a Clefable right there. Wait. Oh, okay. I was going the right way, because there's a couple locations around here that I want to show off. You guys are Salamence! Magmarizer is loved by Magmar to evolve into a Magmortar through a trade. We got TR-83 Ally Switch. Use a turbo using a strange power and switch its place with one of its allies. Kind of weird move, really. Of course, then again, that's up for double battles, so... Got a rare candy right there. Got a star piece, good for selling. Got a gold bat right over there. Let's see here. What's this way? Pair of heavy-duty boots. Okay. I guess someone didn't think that the boots were too big or too small and just decided to dump them. Oh, well, I'm not gonna worry about it because I'm not the one that's gonna be wearing them. Go up this way. Got a max revive, good to have. Could come in handy. Path to the peak. I actually thought for a moment that was like a baby druid again for a moment. That would have been funny. Got a Gigantamax Cinescorch right there. Interesting. Yeah, just one straight path. We are now at the Crown Shrine. Well, we definitely have some things that are waiting for us. What is this? TR-11 Psychic! Okay, I'll take it. Apparently there's a fall right there that I don't want to go down at the moment. Come over here. Got a Max Revive. Always good to have. So, I think before we do anything else, because we're going to see something pretty big that's coming up, I suggest that we save. And I'm back. Okay. We're now in the very shrine. Not much really needs to be seen in here. It's just... Oh, is it just barren and... Oh, hello. Not all of it. Got a King's Rock right here. Good for trading certain Pokemon to evolve and help up with flinching. Always good to have. So, is there anything else around here? Didn't look like it. Can we get around them? Yes, we can. I'm gonna check over here real quick. Doesn't look like a massive tree is reaching up into the sky. Yep, that is a big ass tree. Alright, well, there's only one thing left for us to do. I have been waiting, human child. The Crown Shrine is a place I once called home. Spectre must think me helpless now that I have lost my powers. It taunts me by making this place its own dwelling. Ah, I see you have indeed brought me the reins of unity. You have my thanks, child. The feeling of holding these again. The color. The way they shine in the light. Oh, how this brings back memories. Spectre is a very proud Pokemon. One might even call it arrogant. It would not accept me as its master again, unless I am able to prove that my power outweighs its own. I will use the reins of unity to pour my power into the very body of my loyal steed. That should convince it that I am indeed still deserving of its loyalty. Now, human child, in order to lure my steed to me, place the Shade Root Carrot into the basket in there where Spectre made it its bed. Let's do it. We actually get a pretty nice look at it for what it looks like. Looks kind of creepy looking. The time has come, human child. But you have successfully defeated my loyal steed once already. It would not willingly approach anyone it considers to be a threat. We must hide and wait for it to appear. What in the world? Such a huge noggin, and it's got a ride. What? It can talk? What do you want? Huh? I've got no idea what you're saying, but somehow it also makes sense. Hold the phone. Oh, no! Human child, thanks to your efforts, I've been reunited with my loyal steed, and now I am finally at my full power. I was convinced that the people no longer believed in me, and I had also lost my loyal steed. I was trapped in those throes and deep loneliness, but you saved me. There are truly no words in which to fully express my gratitude to you. So, I have a suggestion. If you're able to catch me, even with my power restored, it will prove your worth beyond any doubt, and I will lend you my strength on your journey. Once you have readied yourself, come face me. But first, I should get this man back to where I found him. It would be no good to let him freeze out in this frigid climb. This is probably one of the most interesting things I have to say. Why? Because after doing a little bit of some digging around, I haven't found much of anything that's accurate in terms of what moves these two Pokemon have in their arsenal. What I do know is that I'll be talking about them as on Calyrex on its own, and with their noble steeds as I go along. So, when we're ready, talk to it. Do you enter ready your Pokeballs in order to catch Calyrex? The bountiful King of Harvest himself, and the one who has reigned in supreme over the Crown Tundra, Calyrex! On its own, it is a grass psychic type, and with Unnerving ability, kind of an interesting Pokemon it is on its own for what we're seeing. Bring me down tomorrow how this Pokemon is as a Pokemon. It isn't more than meets the eye. And unlike the head of what you would think, its stats are not exactly 5 stars. With mostly 80 across the stats, this thing is not too bad to say the least. It's meant to be a balanced out psychic and grass type, but unfortunately, on its own, it's tied for having some of the most weaknesses out of all the other Pokemon. Tied with Execute, and Executor, and Celebi. If you manage to get around all that, no problem. Calyrex is a good Pokemon on its own. However, this is more than meets the eye. This is more than just Calyrex. We have its noble steed connected with it. And if you've chosen to go with the Shade Root, or I guess that Shade Carrot in my experience as it is, it will become Shadow Rider Calyrex. And this thing will get a much needed buff in terms of, well, everything. With these two together, it has a signature ability known as 1. This ability combines the effect of both Calyrex Unnerving ability with Spectre's Grimnay ability. So basically, 2 Pokemon fighting against 1, and you're pretty much doing 2 abilities in the process. It has a signature move known as Astral Barrage, a 130 power, 100 accuracy, special ghost type move that deals damage to all adjacent Pokemon. This combined with the same type of attack bonus and about what it gained in the process, who cares on how people would say about this? It going from being a grass psychic type to a ghost psychic type? You can't say that this Pokemon doesn't reign supreme. On its own, it's great, and it definitely comes with some of the great moves that will be coming in its arsenal. So, the only real big negative that I have to say about it is that it still holds a major weakness into that of its own type of ghost. But, well, I guess really darkness is really going to be the one that really going to be worrying about the most. But the point is, Shadow Rider Calyrex is beautiful. It is a majestic Pokemon with a majestic loyal companion. Its counterparts, if you decide to go for the Ice Carrot, it'll become Ice Rider Calyrex. It becomes an Ice Psychic type and has 1 ability the same as it is. And it comes with a signature move of Glacial Lance. It has pretty much the exact same thing, except it's an Ice type and it's for physical offensive moves. And If you couldn't tell, this thing isn't good at dealing damage to all opponents with Ice-type moves. I actually consider this sort of one-hit to be just as good as its counterpart. And, well, who can say no to having such a good offensive stats as it is? And yet, curiously, when you kind of look a little more into it, their stats are almost completely identical to each other, except a little bit more powerful. By a whopping 100 hit plus into its stats. Don't let those appearances fool you. It's tough. I consider this one to be one of the most interesting Pokemon out there because this is one of the lone Pokemon that doesn't need an item to fuse together with its other Pokemon, like a key item of sorts, like Kyurem with Reshiram, Zekrom, or one other Pokemon that I can't think of. But the point is, if you're looking for a fight and a really good companion for the post-game, Calyrex in both of its forms are great. So the ultimate question is, will we be able to take it on and win the day? 1. Oh, it's a shook once. The quick balls are practically useless against Psychic. Okay, so we know that one of the moves it has is Psychic, so that's good to know. I might take a bit of a mental note in it for what to expect and maybe put it in the video for later on. Oh boy! And boosting the power of that special attack ain't no one's fool. Let's see. What do I want to do? You know what, let's try it. Go for a Freezy. Okay, so it has a signature move, a Psychic, and Giga Drain, so that's good to know. I do want to make a list on that for later on, so we'll see how it kind of goes from there. Okay, so it has the moves Astral Barrage, Psychic, Giga Drain, Agility. Actually, let me see if this is even accurate from what I'm seeing on here. So it only just shows Psychic and Giga Drain from what I'm using, so by the looks of it, it's not fully accurate, so now I got the video evidence in it to prove this. Alright. I guess if the worst case scenario happens, I will indeed use my Master Ball for this one fight. I know that a past other Pokemon I used it on was kind of an exception to that, but in my defense, I didn't know anything about that because that was my first time ever actually doing that. Alright. Ouch! Yeah. That Grimnay. That thing ain't no one's fool. Alright, so I think what I'll do is, if I'm down to my last Pokemon, I will use the Master Ball. Which I'm probably going to lose Cinescorch in this fight. Never mind. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. I knew this fight was gonna be tough. And I definitely expected it to be tough. One. Okay. I really don't have a choice on this one. Yep. I got no choice. Well, I guess I always had a choice, but this time, I actually have no regrets for doing this. Especially since I used one with Regigigas from before, but now I feel like I have a good reason to do this. So, yeah. First time in a Let's Play in a very long time. I used both my Master Balls. Actually, kind of a first time for everything, I guess. Alright, so let's take a look at your summaries real quick. Wow. Wow. Yeah, in case you're ever wondering for what to expect for a Pokemon with such a great stats and moves on the matter, there you go. Okay. Human child. No, I should refer to you by your name now, Derek. I look forward to what adventures we might have together. Hello? That you, Chief? It's me, Phony. Just had a dream about a big-headed Pokemon talking on and on in a weird shrine. You were there too, Chief. It all felt so real. I worried about you and decided I better give you a call and check in. You haven't hurt yourself, have you, Chief? Not in a bunch of trouble, are you? Everything's under control. Ah, good to hear. Guess I got nothing to worry about then. The Phony Exploration Team is all about the safety and well-being of its members after all. So you be careful on your way back too, you hear? No expedition over until you're safe and sound back at home base. Calyrex, the King of Bountiful Harvest, was able to reconnect with its loyal steed using the new Reins of Unity. Calyrex also seems to have regained its true trust in humankind. As thanks for helping it regain its power, Calyrex is allowing me to take it along a mighty adventure. Before we report back, though, I believe that we need to do something pretty quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of you in my party real quick. And I believe by coming into the bag, use the Reins of Unity. Yes! We can now separate these into two together. And let's see. Okay, so you have Psychic, Agility, and Giga Drain. Okay. So now this all is making sense. Because there were some things on this website that hasn't been updated on that, but now I got video evidence to prove it. And let's see. Yes, this is also inaccurate. Disable Double-Edged Nasty Plot and Shadow Ball. I'll see if I can check in my other save file for what my... If I did get the one in Shield for Glacier, and then maybe I'll flash up on screen for what its moves would have been in terms of both standards. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot left for us to do. It's almost over. Man, I'm actually getting a little sentimental on this. Oyoichi, how's goes the adventuring? Getting in to report? What? You heard called Calyrex from the Legends? That's ultra mega brilliant. Report away. That noggin's massive. Is that the King of Bountiful Harvest? The one calling the shots around here? Huh. Could swear I've seen it before. But then again, maybe not. Anyway, it's definitely regal of it to have a steed. And that massive crown on the head does sort of resemble a crown. It's keenly enough at any rate. Let's just call this a successful expedition. Looks like you've reported all there is to report on the legendary Clay 1 and the King of Bountiful Harvest. Smashing! I'll mark this expedition done! So that's about all the reporting you've got to report just now. Go give those other legends a nice thorough investigating. Huh? Well, how about that, Chief? Looks like that was the last bit of the grand phony adventure touring that I had for you. Woo! Now this is an occasion. What's the word? Ultra mega epic! Your passion for all this caught off on guard, Chief. This whole adventure touring thing was built out of a load of rubbish I scrapped together. Even I had my doubts about this whole thing. But you went in with a ton of energy. You don't suppose those Pokemon you caught were really the ones that Legends, do you? I do. Yeah, actually, never mind. You don't have to tell me anything. A look at your face tells me everything I need to know, Chief. I can tell you that you must have done some ultra mega epic exploring. And whatever you discovered on your way, that's a special treasure just for you. I'm not about to rain on your parade about being nosy and asking silly questions. Won't you, Derek? Thanks for sticking around and fishing in every part of my adventure. I want you to have this. Consider it my way of saying thank you. We get a rare league card. But I can't shake the feeling I'm forgetting something. Dad, people can hear you all the way outside, you know? My darling Nia! Huh? This place isn't bad. So this is where you're staying. Oh, hey, Jerry. Fancy meeting outside the Max Lab for once. Yeah, it's been a while. You're really on my wavelength. See, I actually kept my old man company. Cheers, I owe you one. I've had my fill of dynamics adventure now. So I thought I may as well try those, what do you call them, tours my old man, you know what's going on about? Oh. Huh? What? But everyone's gonna go quiet. Hold on, give me just a mo. I'll come up with some new legends straight away. You'll have your adventure, Nia. A nice fall of the dark exploration. Finally! Whoa, wait 1 second. You'll come up with legends? Also, that's way too close. I need some personal space here. Right, first things first. I got something for you, Nia. Here, I'm building the Shiny Explorer's outfit for you. You can get change while I come up with something. What in the world? Are you trying to turn me into a disco ball or something? Why have I got to wear this golden one when yours is normal? Isn't it obvious? My darling daughter! I want you to shine so bright that everyone notices you. It's things like that! I changed my mind. Here, you can have this. Hey, but what? I'm heading back to my own adventure. Time to catch some more Dynamax Pokemon. No! Come back, Nia! Don't be so rebellious. I know you really love me, don't you? Sorry for the sudden commotion, Chief. It was a blast exploring with you. You're free to keep using our base camp, of course. Anyway, time for me to go spend some quality time with my darling daughter. Hold on, Nia, wait for me! I feel so bad for them sometimes. So, that's pretty much all there is to the Crown Tundra. Are we done, however? Not quite. Because Check it out. A mysterious clue that Phony seems to have dropped. There's a photo attached to it showing a shining hole above, opening above the max layer. Can't exactly make it out, but... Did Chief Phony lose this? You should go deliver this to him in the max layer. Yep. Even after all of that, we're not done yet. Again, why are you selling big pearls? So we might as well take a quick stop at the max layer and see what's what. And what? Hey, Chief. Hey there, Chief. Thanks for stopping by. Finally getting a little quality time, family time with my darling Nia. She looks so pissed and done with him. I dropped something at base camp. Is that really mine? I don't ever recall ever writing it. Hang on. Isn't that the max layer there in that clue? Ah! Huh? What happened? Creatures! A horde of creatures appeared inside the max layer! We don't know if they're Pokémon! What? Has something caused aliens beings to appear? And is this somehow connected to the ultra warm one that opened up briefly in the sky? Well, sounds like some new crazy things afoot. And you know what that means, Chief. Bet your new expedition's approaching. And know just what to call this one. They came from the Ultra Beyond. Ha! How'd you like that one, Chief? Anyway, for now, there's your goal. Catch the Pokemon, or whatever. And the photo on the old eye clue. Now get pumped up for some new adventuring. Well. You... Not sure what that was really saying, but... I'm not gonna worry much about the beast balls for a while, but... we now have a bit of a new objective. Because next time we head into the max lair. And we're going to be tracking down for what appears to be Ultra Pokemon. Aliens of sorts. Now making their appearance. Even though one kind of made its appearance already in front of the Solgaleo. See you guys then.